Hello world and welcome to Cartopia. My name's Nicky, you already knew that, and I'm in a Tesla Model Y that's come in because the car has a puncture. Yes, we're here for all the nasty things. Things you've got to remember if your customer's coming into you with a Tesla. A few things. First of all, make sure they bring their key. There's no point them with their phone turning it on and off and all that lot. Impossible to work on that. So you must make sure they remember to bring their little key card so that you can actually work on the car. Second thing you need to do is put the car into service mode. The reason you do that is very simple. You want them not getting involved. You don't want them looking through the Sentry cameras. You don't want them opening doors, boots, turning it on and off. You want the customer completely disconnected from the vehicle, and that means putting it into service mode. There's no jacking mode on a Model Y, so you don't need to worry about that. But if you did have to put it on a jacking mode, then you'd go through that screen there. Right, the other thing you've got to know as we come around the front here is blooming heck, look at the state of that. Yeah, he's got a puncture, he said. He phoned up and said, I've got a puncture. Right, anyway, we're not going to judge. The next thing you need is a special pad. Where's the special pad? Oh, look at that, neatly put there. Right, this is a very special pad. This plugs in underneath here to the jacking point, wherever the blooming heck you are. There you are. Right, there we go. So that's going to go in that little hole there. Oh, hello. Turn it round. There, like that. And then we jack up from under here. And that just gives you a little bit of protection so you're not banging on the plastic sill here and breaking it. So if you're going to be jacking up Teslas, or if you're going to take your Tesla somewhere for a jack up, you've got to make sure they've got one of them. And then the next thing you need, which is very important when a car's coming into you with a puncture like that, the other thing you're going to need is the right tyre. T1 or T4, that's for your Teslas. This is a Hankook, which is exactly what's on the car at the moment, as you can see right there. Right, we better get on with this. Right, bye! So this, really clever, this tyre. So this tyre's got this reinforced padding in here, which is to soundproof, so the car's not going to be as noisy when you're driving it. Loads of padding in there. It's a really, really good one. The problem with that though is if you get a nail in it, very difficult to do a puncture repair. Not impossible, but difficult. This is what happens when you drive on a tyre that is flat. The sidewalls will all just disintegrate here. You can actually see very, very clearly that that's what it should look like, and that's what it does look like now. Lost all of its reinforcement, and that turns into these little bubbles here. Now this is a very extreme example of it, with all of these holes in it caused by the wheel. But in actual fact, we see this all the time when people drive on their tyres, and then they expect us to do a puncture repair. You can't possibly repair a tyre that's full of all of those beads. So this tyre's going in the bin, and we've got right next to it an absolutely identical, well, not exactly identical, but certainly a brand new and the same brand, everything. So this here is the EVT1, just like this, which is made for Tesla, has the same sound deadening, but you can see here, that's what it should look like. Right, let's get this one on, and then we can all go home. Okay, so back to that wheel that came in with the big old problem tyre. Have a look at this. So it's impossible to balance this wheel right now. Every time we put weights on it, it's asking us for more. We've probably got about the same weights in here as a Tesla Model Y itself. And we have to call it a day, really. We're just never going to get there. Every time we put more weights on and spin it up, it's telling us it needs more weight. So what we're actually going to do is advise the customer that he needs a new wheel. And just for the moment, just for safety, if he agrees to it, we're going to just stick this wheel at the back of the car where there's no steering issues. Obviously not ideal, but the customer needs to get around at the moment. So we're going to swap this tyre over here for that tyre. And then he's got a nice round wheel here. And this is really good sort of knowledge and advice for you. Do not drive your car with tyres that look like that, because you will damage your wheel. Simple as that.